Hey, happy hempsters. Welcome back to the show, Hempin Happiness. I am your host, Dee Dee Taylor, along with my, I'm going to call her my really good friend.
Aww, yes.
And Miss Beth, we call her Cannabeth. So you probably all know that right by now.
So.
I'm not saying your last name. I've given up. You're just Bethy.
I give up. Yeah. I'm not going to tell you how to pronounce it anymore.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm just going to call you Bethy P.
Bethy. That's what everybody can call me. It's right. That's right. Bethy.
Because I mess it up every single time, even after you correct me. I don't know why I have such a problem with pronouncing words. It's not just your you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's some words I just cannot pronounce.
Okay,
to save my life.
Naughty panati. Would that be easier?
Yes, it is.
Beth,
naughty
panati.
Naughty panati.
Yeah.
Okay, well that totally makes
we'll
sense.
See how we go. See how long that lasts.
I might actually be able to remember that. Scary thought. Naughty panati.
Okay.
All right. That makes sense. Good job. See, I need word associations, things like that.
I know.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I have a learning disability, not at all. But at the same time, I've always had that problem with pronunciations.
Pronunciations, yeah.
I don't know why. Mm-hmm. I think when I was so excited to learn how to read when I was little that if it was a big word, I just kind of skipped over it. Even I think in my head, I would skip over the words if I didn't know what they were.
I don't know how to pronounce that correctly, so let's just move on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I think that has just been like almost like a defense mechanism to learning, if that makes sense. I mean, who knows? There, many stories could be behind that. While I can't pronounce things, I'm also from Ohio. We have a hard time pronouncing words. I don't know if they're big words.
Right, those big words.
Those big words, but. Going along with actual hemp stuff, we've got some fun stuff today. We want to talk about cannabis beverages. So they have kind of been all the rage, especially lately. You will find a lot more cannabis drinks being sold in bars, which I think is great because I'm not a big alcohol drinker anymore. I just, on my, healthy journey, and alcohol has a lot of calories. I mean, besides the poison of it, alcohol has a lot of calories, and it does a lot of harm to your liver and keeps like the fat on your body. So I've just kind of really stayed away from it lately, just because I'm trying to lose weight, and I don't need anything to make it any fucking harder, because I'm at that age where it's really fucking hard to lose weight, and I will gain a pound if I see a piece of cheesecake, not even eat it. So I don't need that kind of thing to make it worse for me. So I have really been enjoying the cannabis drinks. And obviously we sell some here at the stores at 502 and at 812 Hemp. And we've got our favorites. We definitely have some favorites, but we also have syrups too. And then you can make your own kind of mocktail or cocktail or cannabis cocktail, whatever you want to call it. I think we kind of call them cocktails and mocktails. But I think I love to just have that as a drink instead of wine. Because I think it's great. One, it still mellows me out. So I get that nice, and I wouldn't even say that I get buzzed. Maybe if I had more than one, I probably would. But I will drink one or half of one, depending on how many milligrams is in the actual drink, and then kind of see how I feel from there. But usually it's just, to me, it's like having a glass of wine. You know what I mean? So I don't get inebriated. And I'm sorry, but when I drink alcohol, I am way more flirty. Way more flirty. And I don't need that in my life. My inhibitions just go out the window with alcohol. And with cannabis, I can control it.
Anybody and everybody when I drink. So la 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 la.
Which... But that, I think, is you and I anyway. You know what I mean? So,
get rid of those inhibitions though, and you're like, just natural,
do whatever you want. No, there's a ring on that finger.
But there is so many positive things, as far as, you're not getting, that amount of sugar, it's just converting the sugar, and then store it into fat, and you get fatty liver, and there's so many different reasons to drink it, and that not getting that hangover is a big thing for a lot of people.
Well, once you get near your 30s and 40s and 50s,
they're so bad. They're the worst.
And then it's like, you feel like shit the entire next day.
Right.
Like,
and
it's not worth it.
No,
it's not.
No.
Like, I'm like, I got shit to do.
Right,
I don't want to lay around the house being hungover.
Well, and what a lot of people will say is, I'm kind of scared of these cannabis drinks or cannabis in general because I don't want to feel out of control. Alcohol,
dude,
you feel out of control.
Way
cannabis,
more control
you don't
cannabis.
feel. I've never been out of control on cannabis.
I won't say that I had. Like, I had too much. And you
but it doesn't make you feel out.
No,
you just may feel like I can't do anything.
Yeah, or more anxiety.
I gotta go like sit in the corner or anxiety.
Yeah, if you take too much cannabis, that can, not everybody, but for some people, it can make your anxiety worse if you take too much. That's why we always tell people go slow anyway to see how you react. But no, I can control. I'm not as flirty.
Right.
I might have some uncontrollable laughter.
Right.
I might find something extremely funny that normally probably wouldn't be that funny. I don't know. My husband and he and I will get on these giggle fits sometimes over the stupidest shit that other couples, I'm like, do other couples laugh at this stuff, or is it just us?
Yeah. When you can do those kind of jokes with,
and it's probably because cannabis.
It is. Because it's not as funny the next day.
It's not. But laughter is the best form of medicine, right?
Exactly.
And if cannabis makes you laugh, well, then there's the
medicine.
Trifecta, right? Right. At least that's how I look at it. But we, so this is probably going to air, I would hope, really close to mine and your birthday.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, exactly.
So we're both Virgos. Yay, Virgo season. Woo.
Okay.
Happy birthday to all those other Virgos out there. And we're September Virgos, just so you know. Apparently there's a little thing on Facebook. Well, if you're not an August Virgo birthday, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, we're September Virgos. So we're the real deal here.
My birthday's the 4th and yours is the 7th.
Yep. And mine's the 7th. So what we're doing this year, I mean, obviously it says it's from Dee Dee, but really it's from all of us at 502. But we're celebrating our birthday with a drink on me. So what we would like to do is go through some of our products that we have that are drink wise. But also on starting September 6th through the 8th, we are doing have a drink on Dee Dee. There's a special drink code. It's called Drink on DD, the letters, not spelling out my name. And you can use that and get $10 off. Get either a free drink from me or take $10 off of a syrup. Or our hydration or the mocktail creator, which, I mean, these things are just awesome for this stuff. If you are wanting to try to maybe break that habit of having that drink at night, but you still feel like you need something to come down with, and maybe you don't like edibles or you do like edibles, or you just want to try something different. I think that these beverages are a game changer for people that have been, that evil alcohol and some of the things that it can do. So, talk about something that's intoxicating. That's alcohol.
Right.
But we're going to talk about that, but I just wanted to get that out there. So have a drink on me, have a cannabis drink on me, and try them, because I think people get a little scared. And, like I said, some of these you can drink a half. They're not super high in milligrams, which is what I love about them.
Right.
We do have some that are about 100 milligrams. So I think we're actually sold out right now. The Habit. Are we sold out of the Habit 100 milligram drinks?
Oh, yeah. I think we have 2 left.
Oh, maybe 2 left?
Like
okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, those were the high ones.
Those were the high.
Really super high.
That's and they were resealable. They weren't intended for total drinking.
They really
at all.
weren't. Those little nip, right? But Beth found some really good articles too that kind of promote cannabis beverages.
Right.
So I think the thing is, there was some new research that I did read that more people are turning to cannabis and less alcohol.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, Beth, that's probably probably why a lot of states do not want cannabis to be legalized, because then people are choosing cannabis over the home brews and breweries and things like that. I think there'll always be a place for beer.
We should have choices.
We should.
As consumers, we should be able to have both.
Whatever we want.
Right. Yeah. So we should not be alcohol against cannabis. And I don't know. We should have options.
But I'm against alcohol.
Yeah. I still like to have my bourbon every now and again, but I drink a whole lot less now,
Don't say that out loud.
Why? Just because I don't like the hangovers anymore. I don't like the way it makes me feel. That's mainly the reason. This is great. Harvard Health Publishing. So this is a resource from Harvard Medical School, if I can speak. Cannabis, drinks, and alcohol. And, more than half of Americans live in states where recreational cannabis is legal. More than half of our fellow Americans, not us here in Kentucky.
Right.
But that's okay. We have hemp. While alcohol remains the most used drug in the U.S., daily cannabis use has actually outpaced daily drinking, which is wonderful.
It is.
Wonderful.
It is. Are you kidding? That's awesome.
I know. So,
Dry January is turning into dry 2024 or dry 2025.
Exactly. So, they mentioned that dry January becoming the trend, and people could learn, over a month, they don't really need as much alcohol as they think, and they start losing weight and start feeling better. So, there's also a thing called Cali Sober.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, that's California, Cali. In terms of people who abstain from mostly alcohol or moderate their drinking, and they avoid drugs other than cannabis, but they'll also include psychedelic in that. So Cali Sober.
So Cali Sober, you can smoke weed and use psychedelics.
Use psychedelics. Okay. Right, exactly. So that's kind of fun.
Because marijuana, hemp, cannabis, it's not a drug. And psychedelics, it's a fungus.
Right, yeah.
So it's fungi, whatever. So I can see where people call that sober. Yeah. Because really, they're not drugs.
A plant.
Yeah, they're plants.
Just a plant.
Natural plants. So I think that's kind of cool.
I like it. So people are always curious, how it's going to affect them, and how does that even work? Because we used to only have fat soluble or CBD, THC. So these are water soluble that came out on the market a couple years ago, the nanotechnology. So they are breaking it down so that way you can mix it into liquid, because the oils you can't mix with liquid, of course. And the effects take about 10 to 15 minutes because it is water soluble. It gets in your system a little bit quicker, and peaks in about 45 minutes to an hour. So kind of like, having a light beer is kind of what they compared.
I can see that.
2 to 5 milligrams, you're going to kind of feel like you had a light beer. Then drinks, a light beer is like 3 to 5% alcohol by volume. 2 cannabis drinks, about that 10 milligrams, you're going to feel like you had a beer maybe with some higher alcohol content. And 25 milligrams would be compared to drinking a bottle of wine, which would not.
Bottle?
Yeah, which to me would not, because 25 milligrams of cannabis does not feel anything like drinking a bottle of wine.
Either. I'd be snookered.
I know. I do not feel good after drinking a bottle of wine.
Bottle of wine. Yeah. And then I'd have cramps in my damn legs all freaking night. I wouldn't be able to sleep, and I'd be miserable. 25 milligrams of cannabis is a lot.
It is a lot for somebody who's, not used to it. That's probably a typical good dose for me.
But now my husband, he would be fine. 25 milligrams, he might barely feel it.
Feel like that one light beer.
Yeah, that'd be that one light beer for him. Everybody, we all have different tolerance levels.
Right, exactly.
Especially, any type of cannabis
and that's okay to have different, I don't think we should make fun of people who need that higher milligrams. But,
again, I own this store, and my tolerance is pretty damn low. I'm like 5 to 10.
Right.
In between there, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, so we have I always talk about the watermelon watermelon chill because they are my favorite gummies. And I ran out of my CBD oil, but I was like, oh, well, I've got my watermelon chill. They have the CBD in them and the Delta 9. And I tell you what, I ate like a third of one last night. I slept so damn good.
Oh, good.
Oh, I slept good. I needed it. So I was like, well, usually I'll use those for fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they haven't really replaced my CBD products that I take nightly, but I ran out of my own freaking product at home. I hate it when that shit happens, but I just don't you don't think about it till you're on your last one. Yeah. So, but remind me to get some before I go.
Get some, you do. You couldn't steal John's. You couldn't take a little bit
I
of
could have,
John's.
but I was like, shit, I'll just eat a gummy. That was good. I felt like something sweet anyway. Yeah, it's a good excuse to eat a gummy.
But that's the best things that I found about the drinks, and that they kick in a little bit quicker. So it's good for those people looking for options.
I think so too. And I want you guys to be able to try them because I think once you try one, you will enjoy it, if that makes sense. And I mean, and for those that are like totally abstaining from alcohol, and you kind of feel out of place when you go to things because every event, every sporting thing, everybody's drinking. Everybody's drinking. Right. So I always feel out of place. Usually I'll just have my water. But I was at it was like a legislative conference reception type for the legislators, and everybody was drinking, and I'm like, I just have water because they didn't have any cannabis drinks there, and I was like, y'all need some,
right
for us people that we want to be able to socialize and look like we're having a cocktail, but without the alcohol part to it. So I know there's virgin drinks. I don't. Those aren't nearly as fun.
You're getting those again. Those sugars and things that you don't really want.
Where a lot of these, like a lot of the products that we have, they very natural. They use cane sugar. You know what I mean? So it's just a little bit healthier. But what we were going to show you, I don't know if you can see these back here. For the people that actually watch our show, we're going to start with the drinks. Let's start with the drinks. So we've got these. They're called mini grown, and this one is cabin time colada. So pina colada, right? That's kind of the flavor that you're getting out of these. These are 10 milligrams of THC, and these say that there are 2 servings. So each serving would be about 5 milligrams each. Now, I could probably drink this whole thing. And it'd be good. It'd be good.
It'd be a good start. And then you can decide, a little while, do I want another one?
But I was going to tell you, my favorite of these, I really like the Sex on the Sandbar. It's one, I love the name.
Right.
Because that's me. And then we got Cosmo, and we got Old Fashioned.
Boat Cruise Cosmo.
Yeah, was it Boat Cruise Cosmo?
That's what it was.
Well, because it can't probably name whatever.
Right.
We got an Old Fashioned, which is bold, cold, and old. So that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And that's got a hint of the bourbon flavor to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Just bourbon and cherry. And
and then there's Oh My Minorita. So it's like a margarita. And then there's also, we just got these, and I haven't tried them yet. Have you tried this one yet?
I have not.
It's called THC. Sunshine THC. I'm going to take some of these with me.
That's TEAHC.
TEAHC. So, and it literally has caffeine in it because they use black tea. So I thought that was pretty cool. So
they're just high quality ingredients. I love this company. They're kind of new. They're from Minnesota, but they're just great. Great people. Great.
Like they even have activation time. A+.
Activation time.
That's what
ready to activate. This is what I'm excited about.
Yeah, those are new. That one's new too.
I want to try this. I want to take these to the lake. Good morning mimosa. That's a good way to start the day when you got some time off.
Oh heck yeah! The lake. Are you kidding?
I know.
A little something in the morning.
And they do cost a little more than alcohol. I know.
Well,
that is kind of a thing, but if you're not drinking, but
if you get a 4-pack, if you get a 4-pack, you save some money.
Right.
So we do that.
You will, get it.
I like
cheaper,
those though.
But
and we also have, these are kind of new and cool and funky too. They are called Herba Mate, right? Herba Mate. It is a cannabis infused tea, sparkling peach ginger, and then a sparkling akia, and then there was another one too. I forget the other flavor.
Peach
ginger, and
I didn't grab that.
Yeah, that's all right.
One more.
But these are good too. I just find them to be a little bit more on the hippie taste. They are 10 milligrams of THC and 10 milligrams of CBD, so the buzz is very nice and chill. And these have the green tea in them, which that's good for you as well.
Right.
Which I like. And they use organic agave extract to sweeten. So I think that's awesome.
Right.
I think that's like that you can't beat, because that's way more healthy than some of the other things drinks use. And then this is a local fan favorite. It's called Hectares.
You've probably seen these in a lot of bars. They're starting to carry them. It's that 5 milligrams of Delta-9 and 5 of CBD. So that good kind of mellow buzz.
And it tastes good too.
Yeah.
I like the Hectares a lot.
Low sugar or no sugar in these.
Yeah.
Low calorie.
Yeah, they're only 10 calories. So for somebody like me that's always counting calories, I like them for that reason. I really do.
Yes, they're great.
And they're not, all of them are lightly carbonated. They're not super, super carbonated, because I have issues with carbonation too. It bothers my belly because I've had lap band. And usually if you have any type of bariatric, they tell you not to do carbonation type stuff. So I just leave it open for a little bit, kind of let it fizzle out, and then I just kind of sip. So that way I'm not taking big gulps of it, and it doesn't seem to bother my belly at all.
Right.
Yay. Because that I was a little worried about. I'm like, oh no, they're carbonated. I can't even have it, but I can.
Okay, and you can pour it over ice. You can drink it straight out of the can.
Heck yeah!
And we do keep some refrigerated here at 502.
We do.
This is another great one. The hydration. This is going to be a little bit different. It is. You've got 40 milligrams of CBD and 10 milligrams of THC.
Correct.
So you're going to feel a little less of that intoxication, but
it's
very
got
mellow.
Electrolytes,
and it's got a whole bunch of electrolytes. So this is super easy. They come in little drink packets, but this will be included for our drink sale, our drink on DD.
And these are really great for athletes.
Yes.
If you're not worried about drug testing, keep that in mind. It is great for that
pre-workout or after.
Right. I would probably do it after.
Yeah, I would too.
I mean, I would have a lot, maybe too much fun at the gym.
I know, that's what you'd be at the gym for hours going, this is so much fun, right?
I don't know if I want to be any more there.
That's a good product. These are the ones that you will not have to mix or anything like that.
Yeah, you just put the hydration into water. And it's got a lemonade flavor to it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Heck yeah. I think it's great.
But if you wanted to make more of a cocktail, or as they call them, mocktails, this is a great product. It's actually called Mocktail Creator, and the entire thing is 80 milligrams of Delta-9 THC, but 7 drops is equal to 1 milligram. 75,
drop.
You're right, that's drop. And then 75 drops, or that can't be right.
You need
well,
your
that doesn't
glasses,
even make sense, because, 75 drops is equal to 10. So there's a whole bunch of drops in here. Yeah. There's got to be 8 times 75. That sounds hard to me to kind of figure out. So just start low and slow. I definitely, would do a lot of drops. I know. Yeah, you would have to do some math. But these things are going really well. People are really like, you can add it to anything.
0 calories.
You were talking about adding it to your iced coffee.
Yes. Are you kidding? A cannabis coffee drink?
I know.
Hell yeah.
So you can put this in your purse. You can add it to your water. You can add it to absolutely anything. It doesn't have any flavor. It's clear.
Neutral taste, water soluble, personalized potency. So you literally can add this to anything.
And figure out, how many drops is good for you. If you didn't add enough, you can always add a few more.
But
I like that.
We like this one a lot.
It's a lot of fun.
Because that way, if you want to go like extremely no calorie type stuff, you could. I mean, you really could.
You just put it in your water.
Yeah, put it in your water if you want. I mean, kind of the same this just has more THC than the hydration packets do, but I think adding to your coffee, you know, those virgin daiquiris I just mentioned, you could add those to the virgin daiquiris, and then they ain't so virgin anymore. Then they're elevated.
Yes,
they're elevated.
Right.
Elevated drinks. But we like that. Yeah. And then we have 2 kinds of syrups. Yes. One is our Delta 9, which is our habit. And they come in grape, mango, and strawberry lemonade. And apparently they all taste great. Even the grape does. But you can make all kinds of drinks with these.
Yeah. Or you can just do a shot. You can just do it straight if you don't want to make a drink.
Yeah.
But I think it would be fun to make some.
Pour a little spoonful of happiness.
That's right. And then the STNR. So that is Delta 9, 750 milligrams per container. And this is 1,000 milligrams, but it's a mixture of Delta 8 and Delta 9 in the STNR, because Dee Dee will not say stoner.
I'm not saying stoner.
But it looks like it says stoner.
It's STNR.
I know. So this is, a little bit different. It is 18 milligrams of Delta 9 and 45 of Delta 8 per teaspoon. So
you got that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's
so you would have to, maybe you could mix a couple drinks out of that.
We got watermelon. What's that one?
Strawberry, blue raz.
Grape. Yeah.
And people like them both. You know, they're a little bit different. So these will also be included on the sale, and we will try to get some little drink recipes.
Heck yeah, we'll get some posted up so you can take a look.
Try some of those things.
But the one thing that you all need to remember, you will still feel inebriated.
Right.
Do not drive. Do not drive. Do not operate heavy machinery. Keep it like it's alcohol. Right. So that way people don't, you know what I mean? Just think of it that way, that it is, is going to affect your judgment. So just keep that in mind.
But you will sober up a little bit quicker on THC than you will alcohol.
Well, you won't wake up drunk the next day.
Right, exactly. So
and I'm sorry, but people have done that, and then they go to work and they're freaking drunk when they go to work.
Yeah. I heard about people getting fired recently from our school system, showing up to work drunk.
Well, what always concerned me, what always bothered me, still does, obviously, is that, alcohol's okay to consume, right? And you get drunk and then you go to work and you're drunk, or the next day you get up and you're still drunk and then you go to work. That's the part that always bothered me. Like, typically with cannabis, I mean,
you quit feeling it in a couple hours. You quit feeling
the effects, right? Yeah. 4 to 6 hours, sometimes maybe 8, depending on how much you've had.
Well,
usually not that many. I know, usually not that much, but and then you don't feel high the next day.
Right.
So that's what really kills me. Where alcohol,
fine. You can have as much as you want.
Yeah. How many people have died from alcohol? Either from the effects of it, or from the driving, or other issues in your body because it's poison.
Right.
But with cannabis, it's just different. It's that different feeling, but yet you can still have fun and use it responsibly. That is always the answer to anything. Yeah. Use it responsibly. Yeah. Be a damn adult and don't give it to kids.
Yeah.
Duh. Or your animals. Don't get your animals high either. But those are just some of our favorites that we really love. And since it is my birthday and Beth's as well, we like to celebrate and give back to our listeners and to our customers. And I'm probably too much of a giver sometimes, but it is what it is. It makes me happy when I can give back to others. So have a drink on me, and you got to use the code. It's literally drink on DD, not DEE. It's just DD.
They'll put in the code just fine.
I know, hopefully. And then you can have a drink on me or save $10 on one of these beautiful, syrups, beverages. Yes. And try one out. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So thanks for listening to us, and hopefully you learned something, and you won't be too afraid to try something new. All right, have a great week, great day, great evening, whenever you're listening to this, and make sure you follow us on all the socials. And if you have questions, by all means, reach out, info@502hemp.com. Give us a call, 502-654-7100, or stop in the store either at 502 Hemp, 201 Mosier Road or 812 Hemp, 319 East Lewis and Clark Parkway. We're there. We have the same products there. We got flour over there too, people. But yeah, same products. So definitely reach out and pick one up and have a great time.
Thanks.